You know, I never really believed in this whole idea of like love at first sight. And then I met you and like everything just changed. You know what I'm talking about, right? Hey guys, welcome back to the Bald Shredder channel. Wow, yeah. Today we're checking out the all-new hollow body electric guitar from Redid Guitars. This is the third guitar from this company that I'm checking out. First, it was the headless guitar from Volgoa, which is the same brand, same company, same factory, same guys. And then I checked out their SG style guitar, and I was super impressed with both of those guitars. So I had high hopes when I knew that this one was coming my way. And let me just say, I have never had a guitar like this before. I've never had a hollow body, ever. I just never really saw the need for it for the kind of stuff that I play. But now that I've gotten it, it's like, yeah, this is pretty darn cool. Okay guys, as usual, I will tell you everything about the guitar, all the specs, what's good about it. But first, I want you to hear me play it. Alright guys, what did you think? I think it's got a really great full body, like clean sound. I mean, it's only got one pickup, so you think like, well, what can you really do with just one pickup? It's a single coil, it's a P90 single coil style pickup, so like, how good's it gonna sound? And I was pretty impressed with how good it sounded. And I guess it's probably a combination of the pickup and the hollow body design and the fact that it's just really made well. So we heard the clean, but I'm sure some of you want to hear like, well, what does it sound like with some rock, a little bit of distortion? So I'm going to do a little bit of that for you right now. Now I'm gonna be honest guys, when I got this guitar I was like, what the heck kind of music do people play on this? And I had to ask my buddy Lester, like, Lester, what do people play with this kind of like hollow body guitar? And he told me it's like jazz, R&B, maybe country, and those aren't exactly my styles. So I just ended up coming up with that clean jam that you guys heard. Okay, let's talk about the guitar. The body is basswood, the neck is maple, and the fretboard is rosewood. It's got one pickup, one P90 single coil style pickup, one volume, and one tone. It is a set net design. It's got a simple plastic nut, but just like in the SG style guitar, guys, it's done very well. It's made, it's cut, all the dimensions, the string height, everything's pretty good on this nut. And I'm not super familiar with this style of setup as far as the hardware and the bridge, but on the Amazon listing, they refer to it as like a floating style bridge, because like under here, it's not connected. It's basically floating above the body, and then the strings kind of rest on the saddles right here. And like on the headless guitar and the green SG style guitar that I reviewed and talked about, this thing is pretty much flawless as far as the work and the paint and the finish and everything. Just absolutely beautiful. I really like the red finish on this one. And because it's a hollow body, it's pretty lightweight, which makes it very comfortable to sit and play. And I'm also very happy that it's thin and it's not one of those like big, thick hollow body guitars. Again, which makes it more comfortable to play. Now I do have to say there's one kind of like odd thing for me that I'm not used to on an electric guitar, and that is that it's not a cutaway, right? It doesn't have the cutaway like you would find on other guitars. So what does that mean? Well, no upper fret access, which is fine because this is not what this guitar is designed for. So I'm not gonna be doing any like massive major upper fret shredding, but you wouldn't do that on this guitar anyway. So really like comfortably, you can only reach up to about the 15th fret. Beyond that, you're gonna be like doing something like this. But how about the frets, guys? Well, the frets are kind of medium-sized frets, similar to the ones that are on the SG guitar. And I have to say, just like on the SG and the headless, really good fretwork. The action came really low, right out of the box, plays very comfortable, sounds good. I'm just really impressed with how good these guitars are, like pretty much right out of the box. This one has like a tiny bit of sharp fret edges. Not much. I mean, I barely feel it when I go like this, but just a tad. It's not even enough that I would get out my files and file the fret edges. And you wanna know what I wanna know, guys? And maybe somebody out there who is more familiar with this kind of guitar than me, maybe you can answer this question for me. What I wanna know is like, when you look at the back, there is no control cavity cover, right? So you can't take off a cover and get in there from the rear to like, maybe change the pots or do the wiring for the pickup if you want to change the pickup or something. So what I'm really curious about is, what if I wanted to change the pickup or if I wanted to change the pots? How would you get in there to do the soldering? I'm really curious about that. I guess maybe the pots would fit through the hole right here, and you would, you know, you'd have the wire out here and you'd solder everything out here, and then, but how would you get them down in there to come back up through the hole? I'm sure there must be a way, and there's something that I'm not thinking of or I'm overlooking. I don't know. I'm just really curious about that. And now the really mind-boggling part. Again, with these Redid guitars, under $200. How does this sell for $189 on Amazon? Made so well, looks beautiful, plays good, sounds good, and you can get it for less than 200 bucks. It's just mind-boggling. And like I said earlier, guys, even though this is not really like my primary style of guitar, you know, like an 80s hard rock shredding guitar, I do really like it. I'm really impressed by it. I enjoy playing it. I think I'm gonna end up using this for a lot of like clean stuff. So, you know, in some of my jams, even in some of my hard rock songs, there might be a clean section like in the song where I'm playing some clean stuff, and I might end up using this one to record those parts in the future because it just sounds so darn good. So yeah, guys, this one definitely gets the Bald Shredder stamp of approval. Now if you want to check it out for yourself, of course, I've got the link in the description. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.